A Friday tale, told by dice rolls, as it seems. Another day and more to play. Back to a humble little guild. Back to Ravencroft we go, venturing deep into the ley lines of the Feywilds and finding many twists and turns along the way. The mysterious guild has sent off its wayward compatriots to go and seize glory. Cook, thank you for being here. Welcome. I figured you were typing. You're all good. Don't worry. The last time we left off, our party had... Why are you sorry? You don't need to apologize. I hope everything's okay. You don't need to apologize. I'm getting worried that I'm starting to piss everyone off by pestering them to play D&D constantly. So, if anything...
No, it's not annoying.
Hush you.
No, I enjoy it.
I know you do. I know, I'm self-conscious.
Emmy's been waiting, that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, wait no longer. Let's get going. No need to say sorry, seriously. You're here, and that is the important thing. I know it's late. You can't really talk well with your family all sleeping. You're good. So last time we left off, our party had wandered through the narrowed woods into the Vevervish Marsh. That's a hard one to say. I don't know why I wrote that to be that name. As they pushed through the marsh, as they pushed through the marsh, the swampy forest-like structures became dead and withered, desolate and dried. The once soggy-footed mud, now solid, dusty, grayed dirt. The trees twisted, gnarled, and blackened. The party pushed through this twisted forest and found an ominous sign. A cart smashed open, and a horse dead on the scene. No survivors of the cart's occupants in sight, and ominous noises through the forest following our party. Some of them claiming to see eyes in the distance, some of them claiming to hear footsteps. As we pushed through further, making it onto Salem, avoiding everything, the cursed town awaited. Beyond a cobbled black stone wall, an iron gate with an ominous saying set above. In death, a name gave power. In death, we shall roam. In death, to find the name. In death is to call home. The town, upon entering, was a complete ghost town. Not a soul nor sight to be seen of any person. Graves littered the town in every pathway, as if the entire place itself had become a cemetery. The houses lay dusted, emptied, and decrepit. And as our party wandered into the centers of the town, into the clearings of the buildings, an ominous blue-tinted fog rolled through the entire place. In a moment of confusion, our party ended up separated. Several of our players ending up in different locations altogether, having kept moving. The last warning heard from Toren before he slipped into the fog and out of everyone's sight being, there are eyes on us, be careful. Now we all pick up right after. We head through the cursed fog and up the twisting paths. But before we start with the main party, a newcomer joins us for the evening. A call put out in a time of need. Salem being tricky, quite dangerous. Our friend Akira, an old veteran of the Ravencroft Guild, has been called in to lay aid. Will the player please speak up?
Hello, hello.
Hello. Would you like to describe your character, please?
Hey. So, there are. Did you remember like the backstory that I had going for them?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because like essentially I was like an advisor or a like magic council, I guess, to like a noble house.
Yep.
But I ended up pissing them off when they found out that I wasn't quite interested in serving them. So
You had your eyes elsewhere, and you were definitely using them for your own gains.
and I left that to join up with the Ravencroft Guild.
We offered you a home.
But yes, I am a tiefling warlock.
Yes, you have time, Cook. You're good. We're going to run Izzy's introduction, and then we'll get back to everyone else. So, just let me know when you're back, okay? So, if you want to go ahead and describe what you look like as you walk up the cobbled area, having made your way through the desolate marsh yourself.
Fuck, I hadn't done an outfit yet.
You're good, you're good. Just describe what you look like. Slender, tall, curvy. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am quite slender but tall.
So, bombshell demon lady in a dress.
Bombshell demon lady in a dress. Hell of a boss fucking character right here.
What color
Fucking
was the...
Husband Hotel extra looking ass. No.
God. What color was the skin you chose for your character?
It was red.
Okay. So, an elegant
So,
red...
yeah, so like red skin, sort of like dark hair, yeah,
So,
it's that sort of vibe.
a tiefling woman, a part demon, small horns affixed to the head, deep red skin, raven black hair, draping down elegantly in a more noble attire, approaches. An arcane focus around your neck, which is the symbol of your deity, as well as weapon and gear in tow. You approach the wrought iron gate, and you definitely can speak the language written on the gate because you are a tiefling. When you look up, you see you have arrived in Salem. Those who call this place home are dead and gone to bone. A name which holds its power, a name which lays it to rest. The gate is open. It seems as though several chains and locks had just been recently broken off. You had been reached out to by Burks, who is the information gatherer and bartender of the basement, which is the bar in the guild hall. He reached out to you because the
I
area
like
in
this guy.
question... Yes, he's a good character. He reached out... he reached out to you because the area in question is heavily saturated in arcane darkness, some kind of black magic. Something that you are not too far removed from yourself.
Yes.
You took pretty much every opportunity to get here as quick as you could. Eventually making it in, arriving just in the nick of time to find the gate open, and as you take your first few steps through the town, the heavy blue mist obscuring all vision, you do notice on the pathway leading through town... Welcome back, Cook. As you walk through, the roads and the small grassy areas that litter each side of the pathway are adorned with tombstones. Some graves fresh, some old, some empty presently. None of them are laid out in an organized manner, as if people were just being buried as a necessity. I need you to go ahead and make me a perception check, Akira. Cook, you doing okay?
Things I need to change on here too. That's fine. Perception, you said?
That is correct. I'm glad.
Oh fuck, nat 20.
Very nice. Even obscured through the fog, you can see something shambling in the distance. Weirdly blue glowing eyes hewed into the head of a humanoid-like figure. You can't tell features. You do see it stumbling and shambling. You actually see several of them.
Oh, that's
Sam, mute thyself.
Alright.
You're good. With a 20, though, you also see ahead of you, just a little ways, towards the more center point of the first major burg of town, what appears to be an old shopping center, you see a blue-haired elven woman walking around looking a bit confused, and a small fairy flittering about. Cook, if you're ready. In the meanwhile, while we wait for Cook to respond... Oh, nope, she has responded. Okay, just wanted to make sure. So...
No waiting.
You see this woman in the distance. What do you do, having been... You're observing from a decent ways away, but that shambling figure is heading to you.
Well, I definitely don't want to fuck with that thing.
What am I doing? So, when you got to the town, we all tried to stay as close together as we could. An ominous blue fog rolled in, and everyone got separated because we all rolled very low. You and Lem stayed together. The last thing you heard from me in character was, "We have eyes on us, be careful." And Austin and Holly ended up disappearing as well. So right now, you and Lem are walking through the center of town, not really sure what's going on. So, having set that scene, what's going on? Like, what is Ellowynn doing in this case? And Akira, you seeing this elven woman off in the distance, what do you wish to do?
Comfortable silence.
I mean, we're just waiting on Cook to type, and I think Izzy's thinking.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, Aster, you are now stuck with a very, very aloof and half there looking foxman who's walking ahead of you with his arms behind his back like he doesn't give a shit about anything. You go ahead and get mentally ready for that. Be a little on edge. Have my wolf and Lemon help me. Wolf got them extra senses, can smell things. What would you... Yeah, no, that actually is a thing. What would you like the wolf to smell out for you? Are you having it focus on one of us in particular? Always forget Lemon's character's name. Monet. And she's just sticking with you for right now. M-O-N... Hold on. I'm dyslexic. It's easier for me to type it. M-O-N-E-T. Monet. Technically Monet. Money. Would look for you first. Gotta find the brother. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So your wolf does start drawing you towards a further in point of town. Actually, further than you would have expected in this short time. It's leading down a path that takes you around several clusters of buildings, and you're not sure what's further ahead because it's obscured pretty heavily by the fog. Izzy.
Yes?
You see the elven woman with her large wolf and the fairy. The wolf kind of darts down one of the side roads. What do you do in this situation?
I feel like I would try and follow the elven woman.
Okay. Are you just going to stay hidden for now, or are you going to approach?
I might stay hidden for now.
Stealth roll. And I know what your passive perception is because I snagged a screenshot of your character sheet. And I have Lem's here. So yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth roll for me.
Stealth.
His stealth. Not
16.
Okay. So, the fog actually does play into a factor here. It does help in obscuring you. That being said,
Oh.
you're fine for now. Ellowynn, Cook, Galthorn, your wolf, moves forward. He moves slowly, and as he gets down the end of this road, just a little ahead of the line of sight that you can see through the fog, you do hear him begin to snarl. after about a minute or so of you approaching, not a minute necessarily, but as you're approaching, you do hear an attack happen. You're not sure what. Ellowynn gonna die early, right? Shush. You hear what sounds like the clash of metal and a deep growl emit from ahead of you. A snarl and what sounds like bone on metal. You approach around the corner, and you see your wolf standing surrounded by 3 shambling ghoul-like figures, zombified remains of what appear to be soldiers in old metal-worked militia-style armor, each one carrying a rusted, blunted sword. It looks like one of them has just struck the wolf, but he has torn the arm off of another one in turn. None of them have noticed you. There are 3 of them. I got my bow and arrows. Oh, foomp, foomp, foomp. So there's 3. There's the one that just attacked the wolf, which is closest to it. The other ones are about 5 or so feet away from it, kind of shambling towards it. None of them have seen you yet. Hear me out. Go ahead. I'm listening. Hey, Wuggy! What is up, my friend? How's it going? Welcome in, guys. Sleepy, what's going on? Love it, love it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for love. We are in the middle of running a session. How is it going? How is it going? Hey, what's going on? You absolute beautiful, beautiful cave. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much. You are all so amazing. Yes, perfect. One of my mods already got the shout out. You guys are absolute legends. Love the game. That's an old clip. Great game, though.
Tusind tak, fordi I gad at kigge med i aften. Jeg synes, vi havde en rigtig god stream. Til jer derude, der sad og kiggede med. Jo.
Oh, Cookie got it.
I'm back.
Slayer, what's going on? How's it going, you amazing legends? Good, just played some Lego Star Wars and did Fall Guys with community members? That sounds amazing, my friend. Wuggy, you absolute genius. Please, go and get some self-care on. Show yourself some love. You deserve it, you absolute, absolute, absolute legend. We love you so much. Thank you for popping in. Like I said, we are in the middle of running Dungeons and Dragons right now.
You didn't see
Sorry,
nothing,
not
chat.
sorry.
You didn't
No,
see
you're
nothing.
good. You're good, Slayer. How are all of you doing? One of the first clips ever on my channel. That's awesome that we got to see that. Little time capsule right there. I love it. Yes, we are actually playing some D&D right now. Magical Guild. Very, very tense situation. Okay. So, oh, the Ghost Ducky. What's up? Guys, Raiders, welcome in. For those of you guys that don't know, I am Tafgar. I'm a variety streamer that plays a lot of fun games. We do D&D on the weekly, just like we're doing right now. A lot of community stuff and various things like that. I'm so sorry you guys caught me in the middle of something. We are going to have my bow and arrows. Well, Monet and I... one each. In a surprise round, you and Monet can definitely both attack here. Cook. Slayer, there's your fist bump, my friend. So... in a surprise round, since you both have gone unnoticed, I will give Monet and you each one attack. So, pick a target. You can knock an arrow. You can fire a spell. It's however you want to do this. I'm actually going to pull up Lim's character sheet real quick. Okay. Well, that pretty much answers what I'm going to be doing, or what she would do in this situation, I would imagine. Whoops. It's like I haven't done this before. There we go. Go for an arrow, because I understand these spells I'm still learning. No, you're good, you're good. You can always ask me. Arrows can be stealthy, that is true. So you can go ahead and roll, you're going to roll your attack. You're going to add the plus to your dexterity, and then a +1 for your proficiency. So roll a d20, and then add your dexterity bonus and your 1 to proficiency. Lem, or Monet, the tiny pixie that she is. I mean, animal abuse isn't cool. She's just going to fly up and sucker punch one directly in the mouth. She's 4 foot tall. Or not even 4 foot, 4 inches tall. So, she's fine.
But doesn't. Never mind.
She also rolled a fucking 17. So she definitely hits. (16 plus 0? We're going to up your dexterity with a magic item if you don't have any. So with a 17, you still hit. So you knock the arrow, you fire, and you sink the shot directly into one of the nearby zombies. It takes a hefty amount of damage with a... Do you want me to roll the damage, or do you want to roll it? Because it's 2d4 damage. And then Lem is going to deal her 2d6 for the bludgeoning. Plus the 3. Okay, so 2d4. That's going to be your little pyramid dice here. Here, let me roll one on screen so you can kind of see what it looks like. Is that little guy right there? The one that goes inside of your foot if you ever step on it for some reason. So roll 2 of those, and then you're going to add 3. Okay, so 6 total. So 6 damage on one, and Lem hits for the... Okay. So yeah, you both clobber, and then with that... Oh, 3 and then 4. You said roll 2. So 7 total. Your arrow, you knock it, you aim true, and you fire directly into the zombie's head. Clean shot, you take its head clean off. So yeah, sorry. With 10 damage, as opposed to 6, you kill. Boom! Get good, nerd! So, the head of the zombie boom, 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 falls to the ground, rolling away from its corpse. The others turn, spotting you in the direction, just as Monet kind of rounds out of nowhere and knocks one directly in the face. With her plus to damage, that is also an instant death for that zombie. There's one left. So we roll initiative. I'm going to roll for Galthorn real quick because his initiative bonus is 6. Okay, so never mind. He didn't get a great one. I was like, if he rolls first, then he's going to kill it. But, yeah, he did only roll a 15. So roll for initiative. I'll roll for Lem with her bonus. She rolled an 8, so not good. Galthorn is the name of your wolf, but I think you named it something else, because that was the name it was called first. How about he'll be able to... How about this? He responds to Thorn. So, about this time, Akira, you who have been stealthing behind can also roll into initiative. Thorn is cool. I thought so. Cheryl, welcome back. I mean, he's a giant black dire wolf. We had to give him a cool
Oh, we got
name.
13.
What did you roll? Hi.
Rolled 11. My initiative is +2.
Okay. The zombies rolled like shit. Or, well, the one zombie rolled really bad. Lem didn't roll great. Cook, what is your initiative roll, if you don't mind? Your initiative should have a bonus like this one on the screen here. And then you just roll a d20 and add your initiative to it. No, you're good. We're doing stuff. Hey, Hecate, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, you absolute legend. Please find a place on the ship. Grab a snack, grab a drink. We got some good games to play, but it's going to be a long ride, my friend. Yep, roll a d20 and then add your initiative. See, you're learning, Cooks. W follower indeed. So mad they weren't supposed to call me unless both my glasses were in. Yeah, that's really annoying. So, unless you roll high... Oh my god. Okay, so what I knew was going to happen is about to happen. The wolf is at the top of the turn order. Thorn turns on this zombie and just pounces it instantly. With no hesitation, and just begins to tear into it. Teeth first, biting down on the head and just ripping. And I'm going to tell you right now, it more than likely will hit. It hit, for sure. And bite attack is 2 of these, plus 2. Dead. Oh yeah, super dead. Oh, you have every right to be irritated. That is dumb as fuck. So, initiative over. The wolf pounces forward and instantly kills the last zombie.
Huh.
That being said,
That was easy.
as these three fall, all of you, over the calm of the night and the snarling of the wolf, suddenly hear a raging, howling screech. Yes, girl power and wolf. You hear a raging, howling screech ring out through the streets. All of you hear the shambling footsteps beginning to get louder, headed in your direction from multiple sides.
I don't like that.
We're going to shift over. Oh, Aster!
Boink, boink.
Hello. Okay,
Hi.
so we're shambling our way through the mist, and by shambling, I mean I'm walking in the most anime-exaggerated, I don't give a shit attitude pose I can. You two are attempting... Are you remaining hidden? Are you just following what's going on?
Aster's just following him.
Okay. Because he kind of just walked up and went, "There are eyes in the mist," and then walked away. So, choosing to follow him is completely on you. You guys head through the cobbled streets, and a short moment of calm is breached by that same blood-curdling screech, now very close to us at this point. The three of us watch as the ground near us, underneath some of the graves, begins to shift and break. As limbs of the shambling dead begin to drag themselves out of these makeshift graves, pulling clumps of dirt and grass up as they pull themselves back to the land of the living. The shambling corpses all heading off in one direction. What is everyone's passive stealth? So, what is your stealth bonus, and add 10 to it? Welcome back, Wuggy. How you holding up, bud?
So 12?
Okay. I'm disappearing.
Good lord.
Essentially what proceeds to happen is Toren crouches behind one of the graves and is now invisible to everything else. You are super not. Mel also not. Several of these walking corpses do see you guys. 5 of them begin to shamble forward in that direction towards us. The rest of the horde heading off towards the further part of town, where we had just come from. Alright, looks like we're in for a fight. Please tell me you actually know how to use that sword. Can't hear 2 secs? No problem.
Um.
So, I'm getting a surprise round in all of this. Sorry, I'm pulling up my character sheet. That won't do anything. That won't do anything. That would do something. That would only help me. That would be really funny to use right now, actually. Fuck it. He looks at the two of you and just goes, "Hey girls, follow me." And he casts Pass Without a Trace on both of you. So make a stealth check and add 10 to the roll. So roll your d20, add your stealth bonus, and then add 10 for Pass Without a Trace. Welcome back.
19.
Okay. And she's good. All of us vanish. So I'm going to tell you right now, there's not much I could do. Oh my god, I got a 34 on stealth. I am invisible without being invisible. I just pull up my hood Assassin's Creed style, crouch down, and I'm just whoosh, in the fucking brush, gone.
Ow, laughing hurts.
Oh yeah, no, guys, please drop Wuggy a follow. They are absolutely amazing. Dude, I'm really glad your community night went well, and I hope LEGO Star Wars has been amazing. So, we head towards the next major area of town, which appears to be a temple. The markings are obscured and damaged due to withering of time, so it's hard to say a temple to what exactly. And as we approach, we will go ahead and get $5 meal deal by McDonald's, apparently. Hush. Okay. We're going to head deeper.
Balance my the butt in.
God. We're going to head deeper in to the church area, and we're going to cut back to the ones surrounded by the shambling horde at the moment. So, Cook is Neither of you, well, Cookie, you don't know Izzy's there. Izzy, you do know all of them are there, but you also now can see from down the way hordes of shambling undead heading towards you guys. Yeah, no. Seriously, Wuggy, thank you so much for the love, dude. You are an amazing, amazing soul, and your community is just goddamn beautiful. So what do you do here, Is? As the undead are making their way down, you're the first to notice.
Can I see
Oh.
any sort of way out around for like us?
The only way out is deeper in, because it's the only thing that's not currently surrounded by the undead.
Okay. Feel like I could just like run up to the others
Okay. Yeah.
and just feel like I'm sorry. Introductions will come later. There's a massive horde of zombies coming.
Okay. I'm guessing you don't have a voice worked out for her yet.
That and yeah, no, I'm just sort of like not in it yet.
No, you're good. You're good. So yeah, Cook,
Being
come
slightly
to me,
hungover.
Izzy. I'm immune to death. Clearly. You sprint forward. You go and group up with this major part of the party. You step in. I protect. Ellowynn, you and Monet see a tall, slender, slightly curvy, nobly dressed tiefling woman. So a demon-like woman with red skin and raven black hair, red eyes, and a tail. She's wearing some kind of holy symbol around her neck, and she steps forward, just basically stating, we don't really have a lot of time for introductions. So, to make this quick, I'm a friend and we need to move.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, pretty much sums that up. Pretty much sums up the situation.
I protect. Izzy, you want to send Cookie your character picture that you sent me?
Let's see. I need to find the picture that I sent to you.
God.
Oh, I literally check files if Taff for me sends something to Trevor.
So, as you run up to the group and say this to Ellowynn, to Monet, Thorn kind of standing down as they can sense no hostility, from that narrow alleyway that you just came out of, 3 very large, about the same size as Thorn, really disheveled, matted fur. One of them has its side gashed open, the other one's missing part of its face. They're zombified dire wolves are hauling ass after you.
What y'all do little Hey.
Fuck.
Emmy, me, you, and Meloria all make way into the church. And as we do,
Not churches.
we walk in the center area of this otherwise pristine chapel, as in everything else further back away from the altar, is untouched, candles lit, ceremonial still. The altar itself is covered in a mass of black writhing vines, all wrapped around one large mass, in the center, hovering above what appears to be a coffin.
Oh, oh God.
The large mass of black vines is beating like a heart.
Ew.
And around the altar, there are two individuals, tall, long, elongated arms, longer than it seems like they should have for their body. The head of two jackals affixed to the bodies of these two individuals instead of a human head, stitched on at the neck, wearing ceremonial robes of purple and gold.
Ooh.
Both of them with piercing red eyes and snarling teeth look back, both instantly bearing claw and fang, begin to walk forward. Toren will just look at you. Like I said, you better know how to use that sword. He just
I
rolls
found the
up.
picture.
Perfect. If you just want to send that to everyone. Looks like we've got a fight on our
Post
hands.
it in.
Okay.
What?
What the character in the Dungeons and Dragons Genji goes, may you rest in peace, Toriyama.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
You can pick up on it. You can figure out that I'm lazy with my naming, but
Dude, you picked a good ass name. What do you mean?
like, aha. It's just a Easter egg.
Oh god. Cook is in full protect mode.
And just protect.
Okay, sorry. Just catching up on a couple things. Also checking something for myself for what I'm about to do. So, Emmy, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Hold on, I have to check.
Wow, Meloria is not rolling well today.
Sounds about right.
And I got a fucking natural 20! The parallels of this online dice roller. Okay, that sucks.
Aster got a 14.
Holy shit. Well, I'm glad I got that natural 20. Oh boy. Fuck it. Okay. Okay. Well, with Toren moving at the top of the turn order, he's going to step in front of the two of you and just smile. No, no, no. Such brutish behavior. None of that. And as he claps, 3 of him appear as he casts Mirror Image. And that's his turn. Both of the jackal-headed creatures are going to step forward. Both of them having their abilities and attacks ready. They're both going to go for 2 claw swipes, so I'm going to roll all of these at once. Each one of these has a die roll of 4 added. 3 of those do hit, so the first 2 mirror images shatter completely. The third claw, he does manage to dodge. As the 4th one comes, he blocks it with his arms, still managing to take a good amount of damage.
Yeah.
So you see both of the jackal-headed figures rush forward and unleash a multitude of claw swipes. One sec, internet just you're good. Let us know when you're back. The jackal-headed individuals come forward, reaching with swooping razor-like claws, tearing through the 2 mirror images like they were nothing. He backs up, arm now bleeding. Okay. Now would be a good time for you to do something, because it is your turn.
What do I do? I'm confused though.
Well, you built your spell list, right? What class did you pick, by the way?
She's a druid.
Okay, so you have a druidic spell list, I'm guessing.
I don't know how to check things.
Pack, I think. No problem. So if you look at the list of spells you have, what did you choose?
I don't know how to explain things. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. There's a puzzled in me.
Just breathe. You chose spells when you made your character list, right?
I don't know.
If you didn't, it's not hard to go over real quick. Trust me.
I don't think so.
The benefit of this is you get something that a lot of players don't get, which is their full spell list. And the reason for that is because druids can rearrange their spell list at the beginning of each day. Okay, so I just looked at your spells. You have 3 level 1 spell slots, 2 level 2 spell slots, and 3 free cantrips. But you can change most of that all out. If I disappear, you're good. If it does, I get it. Trust me, I'm not upset or anything. We're good. Emmy, I'm going to give you a second to look over that so you can get an idea of what to do. And we're going to cut back to our other side while we have Cook still here. So, Akira, you have just made contact with Ellowynn and the rest of them. Monet kind of just looks to you and says, I suppose we'll have to trust you for now. You were going to head further in, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you point the way towards the next major part of town, the buildings parting from another alleyway, making another kind of pavilion-like square. This one adorned with a fountain in the center. At the back of this pavilion, you do see a black stoned, like, intimidating facade of a church. Its features decrepit and decaying. As you approach, you guys will see 6 undead outside. Okay, reset, internet's fully back. Toren and Aster got into a fight in the church. You guys just arrived at the outside of the church. So, I'm bleeding. Help me. So there are 6 shambling undead sitting outside the church. The main door looking like it's been partially opened. You do hear sounds of conflict inside. A fight, you say? But yes, that's what you're seeing. As you guys approach the large facade of this church, also to the back of you, 3 large zombified direwolves are giving chase. You still hear the snarling and the clamoring of claws on stone as they are still very much chasing. So what do Monet just says, let's blow past him, let's get in the church. I can help. A new Pokemon? No, you already have a wolf Pokemon, and these ones are zombies.
Good lord.
Yes, I agree with that.
So I'm trying my best to think like Lem here. And I feel like that's pretty much what she would do in this situation. But this is a zombie wolf. But it is a zombie, so it's undead. So it's a monster, not a creature now. It's not going to go the way you want it to, unfortunately. They're not friendly puppies anymore. They're just hungry. Oh, I know you were joking. Don't worry. Olivia, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you. W, new follow indeed. Wuggy, again, thank you for that raid. You guys are the greatest. For now, just pick a couple and use them for the day, okay? We'll figure that next part out. No, for sure, man. You. All the love, dude. Okay, so Monet flies ahead of you 3, the Thorn and you 2, and she casts Thunderwave in the middle of the zombies, which blasts each of them 15 feet apart either direction. And she just turns around and goes, okay, let's go. So yeah, the tiny little pixie with sparking blue energy in her hand flies up and unleashes a torrent in the shape of a cube in the middle of these zombies. The thunder and the shockwave it emits pushes each of them back, slamming them into walls. Head inside to see if anyone was around. As you push through the very large door, you do, in fact, see, you see 2 young women that you have never... No, you've seen Aster before. You've never seen the other one before. A also elven woman, paler skin than us. Dark streaks of red on silvery white hair. And you see Aster, the small blue-haired, kind of shy girl that you met at the pool area in the Ravencroft Guild Hall a few nights ago. You also see your brother standing holding his arm, his shoulder gashed open by what appears to be claws and him dripping blood onto the ground. and two jackal-headed figures in golden gilded ceremonial-like robes of purple and golden swirls, jackal-like heads stitched onto large masculine bodies. And in the center of the church, on the altar, is a writhing mass of black, evil vines. It's beating almost like the pulse of a heart over an open sarcophagus.
No.
That is what all of you see as you funnel into the church. So Toren will look up and just go, "Hey, anyone want to step in and help? These guys are a little strong." Akira, you are actually familiar with Toren. I protect. So everyone can go ahead and re-roll initiative here. Still rolled decent. Okay, he also rolled decent. What the fuck, man? Okay, so 12. So it's me up first, which I've already burned my turn, and they've already burned their turns for this round. Cook. Okay, so it's presently Emmy's turn. She's sorting her spells, so we're going to give her a second, bump her to the bottom of the order. You're right under her with a 12, and Meloria is under you with a 10. What's your initiative roll?
14.
Okay, so you're next in the turn order, Izzy. Oh, nope, sorry, a wolf is next in the turn order. So what do you have Thorn do in this scenario? Do you want him to just kind of do his own thing? Is there any action you want him to take in particular? Ellowynn. For anyone that was curious as to who I was talking to. He's the goodest boy, so he does his own thing. He's going to rush forward and lay an attack to one of the jackal-headed servants, which is definitely going to hit. So he will bite down on the shoulder of the leftmost one and attempt to take it down to the ground with a grapple. Fuck, this wolf is on it right now. Yeah, no, so he clamps down on the shoulder of this jackal-headed man and drips him down to the ground, pinning him down with his large front paws and just holding him there. Completely pinned. I mean, yeah, goodest boy. Well, that one gets extra kibble, I suppose. Izzy, it's your turn now.
Shit. Okay. So how many enemies were in front of us?
There are two large jackal-headed gentlemen. No problem, Emmy. Just let me know what spell you wanted to use here. You get the steak and the gravy.
Could I cast Eldritch Blast onto one of them?
Which one are you aiming at?
Whichever one's on the right. You said there were like 2 of them?
Yeah. So one is pinned underneath Thorn, the large black dire wolf that Ellowynn controls. The other one is still
that
standing.
one. Yep.
Okay, so you want to attack the one on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say you can angle Eldritch Blast to still hit and not hit the wolf. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, preferably.
Splash damage. What is your spell attack? So if you go to your spells page, it should be at the top. So like my spell attack is +7. Don't hurt Wolfie. We're not. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Got the spell, it's got the range, it's got something says hit, and then it's got damage.
Hit, yes. What's your spell hit?
Ah, okay. That's... Oh, that was a 22 with it. It's a +6.
Okay, yeah. We have very similar stats. Okay. So yeah, you hit undoubtedly. Very clean without damaging the wolf at all. So, Eldritch Blast. It's been so long since I've used a Warlock.
I think it's one... It says 1d10 +4.
That sounds correct. Yep, 1d10 +4 force damage.
Okay, that is 10 damage?
Okay. So you strike 10 damage true on this thing that's already taken quite a hefty bit of damage. It's bleeding profusely from the neck wound inflicted by Thorn. You hit it, and it's still alive. It's still thrashing and trying to get free. In fact, it actually expends its action trying to shove Thorn off and failing because of how much damage it has taken. I rolled with disadvantage. That thing did not succeed well. The other one's turn comes around, however. Izzy, 1. Me, 2. Emmy, 3. Mel, 4. Cookie, 5. Wolf, 6. Well, I'm not bullying you. The jackal-headed man turns to you, Ellowynn, and rushes towards you. Hey, Cook, can you tell me what your armor class is? We will be fixing that. I can't see this failing. So he's going to take 2 swipes at you with his multi-attack. Holy fucking shit, one of them failed. So the first one whiffs through the air. You somehow dodge instinctively. But the second one, he reaches and with the clawed hand grazes the rib cage. Hits you in the side and kind of gives you a good little scritch. Amber, welcome in. How are you? You're going to take a total of 9 damage for that. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. That's it, I'm dead. Rip me. If you died from this, I would be scared. Can't stay long. Because of concussion protocol. But I needed to stay high. Hey, are you okay? How do I do that? So with damage, you'll just subtract from your main hit points. I hope everything is okay. Yeah, message me, please. So, if it's... What are your max hit points right now? Just out of curiosity. Oh, Constitution saving throw. So, over here, you should see, like, saving throws. They should be somewhere on your character sheet. You're just going to find where it says Constitution, the bonus for that, and then you're just going to roll a d20. I'm so sorry. I got very distracted. Zero bonus? Damn. Still rolled well. So you succeeded. You do not get inflicted with poison. You take 9 damage as you stumble back. You know, bleeding kind of a bit. Toren kind of just looks at you, still also bleeding from his arm, and goes, "Hey, look, we match again." Found 2 different spells. Okay, no problem. So just let me know which one you want to use. Speaking of which, that's because he's a shit god. It is your turn, Ellowynn. So you have just been struck by this jackal-headed man who is now looming over you. The other one pinned down by your wolf. What would you like to do? Gonna get back to resting now. Please feel better, okay? I'm glad you don't have symptoms. Message me. Keep us updated. Cut out. What did you say? It's your turn, my dear sister. So what would you like to do? You have been... There's a large jackal-headed man looming over you. His twin brother pinned down to the ground by your wolf 15 feet away. What would you like to do? Hey, Yami's eating, but I'm going to send it in a sec. No problem. Still shoot with bow and arrow. Are you going to shoot the one that's down on the ground or the one that's, like, on top of you punching you? I'm in a fighty mood today. So the one that just punched you. So you knock an arrow and aim, just fire immediately. Punching me, you fucker. Go ahead and roll for attack. So you're just going to roll, add your dexterity, and then add your +1 proficiency. I think I have something for this, actually. Damn. Okay. So yeah, you matched Stacy. Go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 3 damage. Yep, 2d4. So the little pyramid one. This little guy. 1, then a 3, so on top of that, so 7 total. And he'd already taken damage. Oh no, that one was fresh. Never mind. So you knock the arrow back and you fire directly into his chest, and he stumbles back a bit. You deal about the same amount of damage he does to you. So you definitely barked him for his bite. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing alright, how about you?
I'm good. Just running D&D right now. And with that, it is Lem's turn. And she's just going to do the tried and true Warlock method of Eldritch Blast. Oh my god, twinsies! And her spell attack... Okay. Rolling Eldritch Blast. She hits. For sure, she hits. Let's just see if by off chance that advantage roll was a natural 20. Nope. So she creates a purple sphere of energy in her hand, and the tiny pixie fires out towards the jackal that's pinned underneath your wolf. And in an instant, the explosion just grazes the side of him. As the power and the magic wash over him, the arcane flames lick at his skin and tear away part of his flesh. He lets out one last gurgled, dying as he stops moving. The second one lets out a loud, ear-piercing screech. And I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, thank God. I think she still barely passes this. Nope.
Got an 11.
Yep, D20. So D20 and then the Constitution bonus. Okay. So the DC for this is 13. If you roll under a 13, you rolled a natural 20. Cook, you actually get fourth damage on this, so well done. You are big brain. You resist this completely. So 20 damage halved for anyone that succeeded. Or sorry, not 20. 15 damage halved for anyone that succeeded. So if you succeeded, it's 7. Cook, for you, it's 4. So, Cookie, you took 4 points of damage. You take 15. Monet also takes 15. And I take the 7. Toren is going to look back on his turn at Akira. How hurt are you? You there?
Yeah.
Toren just asked you how hurt you were.
Oh. You said I took 16 points,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too great.
Had a feeling. Upcast to second level. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead and take back 13 points.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
I am doing my job as a cleric and backing the fuck up. Okay, that's not gonna work here. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna use my movement to back away from the last jackal, and take the ready in case I need to continue to heal. Next in the turn order, it was Gulthorn, who's already killed one of these things. Okay. Same deal. He pounces, the large direwolf rushes forward, pouncing onto the second jackal man, and attempting to take him down to the ground. This is going to be the one he rolls extremely high on, never mind. Instantly takes him down to the ground. The jackal-headed man still up, but now pinned again underneath the direwolf. As this is happening, the door of the church, you suddenly hear banging on the door, clamoring, clawing at the wood. The wood beginning to splinter as growling is heard from the other side. The horde of undead, overhearing the noise, the screeching from the jackals, has now begun to pour in. So they're not through yet, but they are coming. And next in the turn order is the other jackal, who is going to attempt to break out of wolf jail. Does break out of wolf jail. He throws Thorn off of him and gets up, but using his entire movement speed, can only sit there at the ready for an attack. Ellowynn, it is now your turn. Emmy, what was the spell you're holding, by the way? It's just back to your turn. So, we're still fighting the other jackal-headed man. My brain. No, you're good. We still have to kill the guy that punched you. Your wolf pounced him. He kicked your wolf off of him. Either shape, water, or gust. Need to finish eating. You're good. That tells me what I needed to know. I'm going to have you use gust on the door to blow back the horde of the undead. Meloria is using her action to actually brace the door. So that's why the two of you are... You're basically playing guard at the rear. I feel sick right now. Are you okay? So yeah, we're still fighting the one that punched you. Drink some water for sure, and just let him know that you're full. You just feel nauseous. Arrow in the head. Okay. Second verse, same as the first. Knock another arrow. Go ahead and roll that d20 and add your proficiency. Since you don't have dexterity, which we will be fixing. I am an artificer for a reason. This is why I exist. Your gloves will be magical by the end of the goddamn week. So you have the 1 for your proficiency, because you don't have a dexterity bonus, do you? So it's roll d20, add your proficiency, which is 1 with your bow. Nine plus 1 is 10. Toren's going to use his reaction to add guidance to this, which just brings that up over a pass. So as you're getting ready to shoot, Toren from behind you kind of just pats you on the back and says, "You got this." You feel just a bit more confident as guidance takes a hold. You manage to fire the arrow. What felt like it might have been a miss still manages to make contact. Just barely. Glad I still had a reaction left. So go ahead and roll your 2d4, and then add your 3 to the total of the 2 rolls. So 2, 4, and 3, 5. So 9 damage. You fire true. And just like you called it, you go, you knock the arrow, you aim, and with your brother's added support, you loose an arrow directly into the eye. The arrow flies true, splinting as it flies directly into the eye socket of the jackal-headed man, and in a last dying breath, he falls to his knees, falling forward, face first on the ground in a pile and puddle. I'm going to head to bed. Good night. Hey, Wuggy, thank you again for the raid, you absolute legend. Guys, if you haven't, please go follow Wuggy. All the love in the world, my friend. Thank you for absolutely popping in, you legendary motherfucker. Shout out indeed. Oh god. Love this game.
Hedder det der, når de laver combo attacks? Hedder når de laver combo attacks, det er sådan, at jeg er forskellige.
Another oldie clip? Oh, dude, no problem. Thank you for the support. It means the world, seriously. So as initiative is broken, the 2 jackal-headed robed figures now laying dead on the ground. South Park is fantastic. Such a good game. That writhing mass of black tentacles, the beating, pulsing nature of it, now speeding up. The door splinting even more so, even with the mending of Mel and the reinforcement from the gust spells provided by Aster to blow back the undead as they shamble through. They're tearing through. What does the party want to do in this situation? Toren is immediately going to burn a spell slot and heal. First, I'm going to heal Ellowynn. So, Cure Wounds, base level. Cook, take back 10 points of damage. So you heal 10 points, which is, I believe, the 9 that you already took. Then I'm going to heal myself, for the love of God. For 6. Wonderful. Wasted all the good rolls on everyone else. Love it. Toren is going to take a moment. Of course. Hey, you took damage. I'm just doing my role as the cleric. Had to heal Izzy in the last turn, healing everyone else now. Plus, things are still bad. You and Mel are holding back a horde of the undead at the door as the rest of us are healing and recovering. We beat the 2 jackals. There's the large mass of writhing black vine tentacles that is pulsing now quicker. In fact, everyone can actually see the vines are beginning to unravel, revealing a shape on the inside. Toren is going to look up and say, okay, everyone be ready to move right now. I think we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I begin to chant. You guys have 60 seconds, which is several turns of actions. What does everyone want to do while we're waiting? Gonna go cuddle Thorn before I leave? So you just run up, grab Doggo, cuddle, 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 get in the amulet. So you're just sitting waiting with him. He helped me lots. He needs cuddles and pets. So you're bonding. You can go ahead and roll an animal handling check for me. Aster, is there anything you want to do to take an action now that we have the chapel to ourselves? Toren, like I said, has dropped to his knees and begun to glow a holy golden light now that he has begun the chant. The same goes for you, Akira. Is there anything you would like to do? He's a happy boy.
I think so.
Okay. I'm going to throw Lem a bone since she's not here, and I know she would anyway, to have her make the investigation check. She succeeds that. I will let her know what she knows here shortly. Gonna have her make a second one on the other thing I know she would. That one, okay, I can tell her what she knows later. She's an inquisitive one. Not that I know of. So, Aster, you and Mel are eventually forced back from the door as it splinters open. The zombified dire wolves and the shambling corpses all sprawl through. And as they do, Toren stands up, raising his hand to the sky, and just says, "By the power of Loki, you will turn and run." His eyes glowing a huge, golden, deep, rich color. Let's see, how many of them actually managed to make this? Are you fucking kidding me? Not a single one of them succeeded? No, sorry, 2 of them. 2 of the dire wolves still stand in the way. Yep. So 2 dire wolves still stand in the way. The rest of the zombies, the shambling horde, all turn and begin to quickly turn and flee.
Son of a bitch.
Turn undead is such a good goddamn ability. I cast Guiding Bolt and fire it as a bonus action at the first wolf nearby. That isn't Thorn, obviously. It's going to deal damage. It's going to deal radiance damage as well, so extra.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Yep, that first wolf is dead. Light magic versus zombies. Not fun for the zombies. So, in a ball of light that fires out of my hand, it hits directly into the wolf's face and turns it to ash. I look at everyone else and just say, "You can take care of the other one." So everyone else can use an attack this surprise round. I was kind of hoping we would get out of that without any of them actually bothering us. So who wants to make attacks on the wolf? Izzy, you made an exclamation. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I kind of realized that, I have to, like, ready spells. I can't just, like, do them.
Oh yes, you do have to daily ready spells. I'm going to let you proceed like you had already readied your spells. So, Ellowynn, Aster, do the two of you want to make a move? Monet is definitely casting Eldritch Blast here, I would imagine, probably. I think that's...
Can
Go ahead.
I cast Witch Bolt on it?
You absolutely can cast Witch Bolt. So let's just say at the same time Monet goes to cast her spell, you fire off yours. So she's going to roll with her. Wow. My internet cut again. What happened? Toren used Turn Undead to make most of the undead run away from us. And then 2 dire zombie wolves are standing in our way. Toren just turned one of them to ash. And Monet and Akira are about to attempt to do the same to the next. I believe with her spell attack, that actually just barely hits. Yep. Okay, so Eldritch Blast hits for sure. Whoops, the wrong thing. Okay. But yeah, we won the fight. You cuddled your wolf. The door got torn down. Toren used Turn Undead to make the shambling undead walk away. The wolves did not. We're fighting the wolves to make leave because the giant mass of black tentacles is beginning to unravel. Okay, so what'd you get with your roll? Izzy, you there?
Yes, sorry.
Nope, you're good. What'd you get with your roll for your Witch Bolt?
So the one for damage was... my roll for damage was fucking a nat 20.
Oh,
No, sorry, my roll to hit was nat 20, but my roll for damage is 22.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely kills it. Between you and Lem...
One of them was a so fucking... I think it's a crit.
Yeah, that is a crit. So Witch Bolt and the Eldritch Blast make contact on the second wolf, crossing over it and exploding. Eldritch Blast deals the same damage to the other wolf within the 5-foot radius of the second one. The second one outright dies from the Witch Bolt, getting electrocuted with an odd kind of purple-hued lightning and falling to the ground. Cook, you knock an arrow. Go ahead and roll. Attack plus proficiency, please. Cook is just wanting everything to drop. 10 plus 2 for the dire wolf. Yep, that hits. I believe it has the 12. Let me check. Yep, the shambling corpses have 13. I'm fighty today. She's fighty. So yeah, you knock the arrow, you loose it, and right into the head of the already partially exploded zombified direwolf. go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 3 damage. Three and a 1 plus 3 equals 7. So yeah, you knock another arrow and manage to just headshot another thing out of existence. It sinks shaft deep into the forehead of the direwolf as it crumples over in an exaggerated Discovery Channel manner fashion.
Want to get something?
Yeah.
What?
I don't fucking know.
So, the mass of black tendrils unravels just a little bit more, now revealing the interior portion, lined with some kind of runic-looking stones, carved black stone with blue and purple gold and green swirling magic on the inside. Out of the center of this comes a elegant-looking but clawed hand. The claws short, dagger-like on the hand. A red hue to the nails. Pale, white skin. A second hand emerges, and she begins to pull herself out, and you see the visage of a snow-skinned woman, pure and pale. She's tall, has a bit of an elegance to her, but a black vein mass underneath the skin protrudes from the eyes down the shoulders and across the arms. Black, deep eyes with red irises and fanged teeth. She looks around, just waving her hand for a moment, getting a feel for things, and she kind of flicks her fingers together, and suddenly a black, vapor-like elegant cape and cloak appear around her, covering her form. She looks intrigued at the party, just staring, bit of a cocked smile on her face. What does everyone want to do?
Find your favorite TV shows on YouTube. Get AMC Plus.
Hushies.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed that last part.
Well, let's put it this way. A tall, beautiful, pale woman with long, silvery hair, black eyes with red irises, and red nail-like daggers comes out of the writhing mass of tentacles and creates a black vapor cloak around herself, staring down the party with a smile. I want to find my favorite shows on YouTube like the ad said. Dude, it doesn't recommend me my favorite shows, though. It just recommends me weird videos. Go ahead.
Who is that?
So a hot evil lady? God. Lamouse, same. Dude, my YouTube recommendeds are broken, I swear. Yes, time to Riz! Oh, God. So Cookie asks the main villain for... I want to drink. Would you like to go get a drink with me? The feeling she's admitting is an ominous, heavy feeling of dread. What does everyone want to do as she just, as I said, stares at the party with this cocked kind of smile? Sharpened fangs protruding from behind the lips as she just gives a soft smile. Blow a kiss? Are we being serious?
Can I just, like, ready an attack if she does anything?
You can hold an action to prepare an attack, yes, because it's fun. So she just stares. You look back and just... She kind of just tilts the head, slightly confused. The smile still persisting. She definitely has a look of intrigue. Not towards you, but towards the party. Meanwhile,
You're gonna
Toren
be
is...
friendly.
Meanwhile, Toren is channeling God. Alright, can we please go? She's obviously so
Yeah.
obsessed with me already. So Toren being the lead in all of this, or being at the lead of all of this, having been in front for the zombies, is going to take the excuse to get the hell out. I'm not sticking around. I rush out. The zombies moving away from me because of the turn undead. What does everyone else want to do? Let me also make another roll for Lem.
Follow him. But I'm concerned about what this woman might do. I don't know if we should leave her. I'm not exactly in any condition to fight.
Does any of the other party members want to do anything? Running is just an option. You can just choose to run and move out into the streets to figure out what to do next.
Yeah. I just follow Toren.
So as we're the first ones that make it out into the streets, as we look around, the hordes of undead have concentrated quite a bit in this small area. Most of the streets and alleyways are completely shut off and blocked off. The only road now left to us being the main road that heads north to the furthest point into town, up the large, twisted graveyard hills, and towards the blackened castle silhouetted against the moon. The large, feathered griffin flying overhead. I cannot wait to get to the castle and Cook just go, there's a griffin? Is Pokemon? Whoops, meant to do this. Pokemon. Almost just typed a different character's name. Nowhere to go but deeper, I suppose. Also, I'll Pokemon the spider in the corner, too. There is no spider in the corner, but good try. That's rude. Do you want a spider? I can put it on a list of your potential random encounters. Rage quitting? Fine. An itty-bitty tiny daddy longlegs is in the corner. JK. Do you want the pet spider? No, but yeah, everyone's just following. There's nothing stopping her, that's the thing. It's okay, I was joking. I know you're joking, don't worry. I hope she follows. Cookie is hoping for the I get kidnapped by the pretty lady arc. She's gonna get abducted by a woman, and we're gonna go to help her, and she's gonna be like, oh no, don't save me, I'll have to just fend for myself. speaking of, Monet has also at this point joined us outside, agreeing that, yeah, it's time to get to flying. Everyone pretty much with only one place to go. What is everyone's combined movement speed? So if you could just tell me what your movement speed is on your character sheet, please. That is true. Also fair. You and Lim never established that you were in a set relationship. Wow, Emmy! Hey, that's my sister you're talking about. So, what is everyone's movement speed? 30. Emmy, what's your movement speed? Go ahead.
Yeah, mine's 30 feet.
30, 30, 40 with Thorn. So, 90, 130. I'm going to take a guess to say another 30. Okay. With the party's combined movement speed, we actually do barely outrun her. She keeps pace. As we move through the streets avoiding the undead, we move quick up the twisted hills. Zombies still pulling themselves from the graves, shambling up into the world of the living once again. She is in pursuit, but not fiercely. She's just wistfully kind of floating behind us, her feet never really touching the ground. Her eyes fixated towards the party. Even on glances with just passive perceptions, no one is able to tell whose eyes, or who has her eye right now. But someone or something in the party does. As we approach, can everyone tell me what your passive stealth is? That's just going to be your stealth bonus, so mine's 7, and then you're going to add 10 to it. So for me, it's 17. Cheap shot, God. That's it, me and Emmy are fighting. Wait, sorry. You're good, you're good.
Mine would be 12.
Okay, so 12 for you, 17 for me. What is your passive stealth? So, take your stealth bonus and add 10 to it, and just tell me what that is. And Cook, if I'm thinking right with your 0, it's 10. Yep. Okay. So the Griffin does see us. So as we are running towards the gates of the castle, you hear a loud from above as you look up and you see large black lion body with the head of a giant raven with pitch red eyes and the tail of what appears to be a scorpion. It's some kind of odd fusion stitched together, meant to resemble a griffin, but more in line with a manticorn. As it flies towards us, taking one swipe with the only attack of opportunity it's getting as we make it to the gate. Myself 1, Izzy 2, Cook 3, Aster 4, Mel 5, Wolf 6. Of course. Of course. Because why wouldn't it be me? Fuck you, I'm a fox. Hey, bitch! I got lucky. Second lucky of the day for a natural 20. That motherfucker comes swooping at me. I do a backflip. That was almost really shitty, by the way. Oh, thank God for my lucky ability. 3 free rerolls a day. Such a good ability. Always take lucky. So yeah, the large claw... They're supposed to be talons, but yeah, it's a lion. So the large paws miss as Toren does a genuine backflip out of the way, barely avoiding getting clipped by the wings. He just looks at the rest of you. Holy shit, let's get inside. He bolts.
Yeah.
He's not waiting. As he heads through the main doors, the large wooden old hand-carved doors of the castle. Everyone else sprints inside. We close the door just as the large griffin comes swooping in for a second attack. You hear on the opposite side of the door as it slams into the facade of the house. I have $4.25 in change. God. Toren sits against the door. I fucking hate this place. The interior of this large castle is just as quiet and empty, almost decrepit as the rest that we've seen so far. There's an ominous feel to this place. And in the distance you hear, from the outside behind the door, the cold, eerie laughter of the pale woman ringing out. You hear the large, heavy footfall of the raven-like griffin, and you hear it moving away. The surrounding area goes quiet, and for the time being, there is a calm in the air. With not much left to say or do for this session, and with us still missing party members, Toren looks up at the rest of you and just says, I don't know about you, but I need a rest. I've burned pretty much everything I have right now.
You've done more than enough for now.
What does everyone want to do while... essentially, he's going to summon his tails, wrap them around himself, and kind of cocoon in the corner just to get some recovery. I'm going to take, for now, a short rest. If we stretch it into a long rest, I will apply it.
I am not sure.
You can investigate the first floor of the castle. Each of you can just take some time to rest yourselves. It's kind of dependent on what everyone wants to do right now. Sorry, my family's bugging me. You're good. Mel is going to take the time to go and investigate some of the rooms on the bottom floor. Toren is going to rest, sending Thor over for you to rest. Head on, come rest with you. Oh. So yeah, as I'm laying there, Thorn walks over, acting as a large furry bench for us to lay on. You lay next to, and the two of us will take the opportunity to sleep and regain spell slots and stamina. Toren, very grateful for your presence, just smiles at you and says, I'm really glad we made it. I'm sorry for bringing us somewhere like this. I didn't think it would be this bad.
It's not your fault for not knowing what was going on.
I should have done more research on this place. Aster wants to go look around, not gonna lie. Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check for me. We smashed it with just a few scrapes and bruises. No one's dead. No one's dead, but we're not in a great situation. Then again, when are we ever in good situations when we take jobs? Still. War wounds. So she looks up and just says, war wounds are endearing. We're still alive. You are painfully optimistic sometimes, and I love you to death for that. Akira, what brought you out this way anyway? Where did you come from? Remember, she did some research before Mel and her left.
Do I know how I got out here?
You can do a history check, Emmy. You're not wrong. We do have some pretty cool stories to share with the others when we get back. How do I do that? So, roll a d20, add your history bonus. That'll be on your character sheet. What did you say, Izzy? I'm so sorry. Is you good?
I don't know how I got out here.
Essentially, you were already on a job out this way, and they reached out to you to come help. You're not over talking at all.
I forgot about that.
So, convenience brought you out here, I suppose. Well, it's good to see a familiar face. Okay. Emmy, from what you have learned, and with a role like that, from the information you've already put together, and from what you've just seen, you're pretty sure, because you had already learned that there was potential of someone trying to resurrect something in this world, or in this area. That was what happened to the townspeople, was a cult was attempting to resurrect a long-dead broodmother. After witnessing what you just saw, Aster has no doubt in her mind that the woman that was chasing them is that resurrected broodmother. Which, for those of you that don't know what those are, fuck, have fun. Google it. You're gonna hate me. Not because you have to fight it, but because of what it is. Fucking internet. What I missed this time? Nothing. We're resting. We're just talking. We're all piecing stuff together. You are all good. You are all good. And Aster mentioned she did slightly research it. Yeah. Do you just want to mention what you've just realized? So you'll step forward to the party and just say, so, I looked into a couple of things before we came out this way. I didn't think it was going to be as bad, potentially. Side question. Yes, what's up, Cook? I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but it looks like someone was trying to resurrect a witch. Not related to this campaign thing? No problem. Go ahead. It does seem like someone's trying to resurrect a witch. Someone is attempting to do something with some kind of dark cultic-like magic. That's about all I was able to find out, but most of the townspeople went missing when a cult moved in. That would have been good to know before I left, but... So we probably just watched the woman resurrect. But I haven't seen a cultist since we got here.
I mean, we were too late.
Someone asked me to do a different D&D thing with them. There's a sort of ability where you can adapt and pick up animal traits. Yeah, no, I absolutely. It's beast shifting. So the ability to take on beast-like features and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. Waka can do it with his druid magic.
Oh, that's interesting.
You're good, Emmy. I got what you were saying. So yeah, just very shy Aster would relay this information. Has 2 good news? Good, what's up? But yes, animal shifting is really cool. Why do you ask, Cook? Oh. They asked if you could, like, camouflage like a chameleon, swim like a dolphin or something. So you actually do get an ability as a druid at, I believe, level 6, which allows you to take on certain partial transformations. So you could make, like, lion claws. Technically, it's flavored to what your DM has. If you wanted to do something like chameleon skin, that would be cool. Even if you can't, I will find, like, I can homebrew up something. If you want something like that in a few levels, I will absolutely come up with something for you. I'm all for it. Partial transformations, you just use wild shapes to use them. I don't have any issue with it. Finally home and high. Good. I'm glad. Getting a tattoo on Monday. That's awesome, dude. But thank you. I'm going to let my friend know. No problem. Yeah, no. Anything like that, please. Just come to me. Seriously. I would love to include anything that you would be interested in doing down the line. Plus, it'd be kind of cool to see Ellowynn just suddenly sprout like gazelle legs and jump 15 feet in the air. Obviously, my face on your left eyebrow. God. I'd be the best hide-and-seek player. Oh, it'd be horrifying. I would never be able to get away with shit anymore. You'd just be able to turn invisible. Yep, nope. Cook was just asking a question. So yeah, we're all taking it easy. Me, Thorn, Ellowynn, we're resting in the corner. Emmy, you can go ahead and roll your investigation check. Izzy, does Akira want to do anything else?
Nah.
Okay. So you'll take rest as well. Yep, D20 plus your investigation, please. Gonna use her lucky to re-roll that. Not better. I mean, not worse, but okay. Oh shit, you natural 20'd? Okay. So, it's almost like your instinct is directing you towards one room in particular. You walk through the left-hand corridor. As you step in, you see an old-style office. A very nice desk that's still pretty pristine. A suit of armor which is half torn and toppled over. You ruffle through some of the papers, grabbing a couple of pieces of information here and there. Just some general stuff you know would be good to bring back to the guild. As you're investigating, with the natural 20, you lift a portion of one of the drawers of the desk, revealing a secret alcove. Inside are 2 items. The first one is a golden gilded key with a bat biting over a lock on the flat of the key. The other thing you find is a small ring of woven silver in a band that's shaped like a double helix. Should I type that? Yeah, no, definitely add those to your inventory. So, the castle key and the silver ring. So you don't really find much else in the desk, or really in the office in general. It looks like everything else was taken. Nothing really else of value other than a couple pieces of gold and silver here. You can add 5 gold to your inventory and 3 silver as well. But really, there's not much else. Everyone will take the opportunity to rest for the evening. Mel comes back having found a couple of books from one of the libraries off to one of the smaller sides of the foyer.
Plus, it's chicken cranberry.
The few books are leather bound, inscribed with several runes. One of them in particular she puts down in front of everyone and just asks, "Can anyone read Abyssal?" Monet will actually grab the book and just say, I can take care of that. So she will go to study the book. Toren, Ellowynn, and Thorn are resting in the corner, wrapped up in furry foxtails and wolf fur. Akira, what do you do for the night? Aster, what do you do for the night? And Cook, is there anything you would like Ellowynn to do as we wrap up here?
Go from London.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
Nope, I'm good resting. Sounds good. Aster, if there's anything you'd like to do. Kind of want Aster and Mel to just sit in the corner, stay nearby, and just chillax. Okay, so you take another corner of the room, of the large foyer. Everyone takes time to recover and rest. And we'll close this chapter on our first night in Salem. Serin and Corey, still nowhere to be found. The shambling undead roam the streets in mass droves. The jackal-headed figures now laid dead at the church proved to have already done their job. the pale woman now walking the streets as well, her ominous laughter ringing out through the night as the wing beats of that black raven-like manticorn hover above. The eerie presence of the castle itself almost feels stifling in comparison to everything outside, and yet we all find the night peaceful as we sleep. What comes next for our adventurers? What tales await in this blood-soaked town, and what horrors lie in the castle walls? It's just something you're going to have to tune into next time. And a tale best told by dice rolls. Thank you guys for tuning in.